Some fighters are just so dominant that one belt simply will not do. Throughout the history of the UFC, there's only been a select few mixed martial artists that have been able to have held the belts in multiple weight divisions at the same time. Those fighters will forever be remembered as some of the first to hold multiple titles. Today we're taking a look at some of the first of these UFC trailblazers. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe and check back every week for more MMA highlights. Let's get into it. This is Ultimate MMA. Randy Couture was the first ever to secure 2 championship belts simultaneously, one in the heavyweight division and one in the light heavyweight division. It's no wonder he's often considered one of the original UFC legends. Couture secured his first belt at UFC 15 against Maurice Smith.
Randy's pressuring quite a bit. He ate a right hand right there. I think the keys to win for Maurice Smith. Couture coming in, and he did with that strike he just used. Keep moving. The defensive. He winds up on the ground, which he is now. Guard, but now Couture trying to strike.
Couture stayed dominant for every round and was able to win the heavyweight belt for the first time. Couture would win that title 3 separate times throughout his career. Couture came for the light heavyweight championship at UFC 44 against fellow MMA legend Tito Ortiz.
Couture again wants to take double underhook by him again. Tito tries to reverse it. Wow, Randy's out muscling Tito here. You think that? Oh, he's got to get it. Randy is out muscling Tito Ortiz in the clinch. Tito appears to be tired.
Couture was able to make his way on top of Ortiz for a good old-fashioned ground and pound. This fight won him the belt by unanimous decision and made Randy Couture the first man to hold 2 simultaneous straps in the UFC. BJ Penn may have the record for most consecutive losses, but his wins really speak for themselves. To get the welterweight belt, Penn would first have to get through UFC legend Matt Hughes at UFC 46. Penn was a huge underdog going in, so nobody could have predicted what happened next.
BJ's got incredible back control. BJ looking for the choke. He's got the choke. He's down. It's over. It's over. We have a new welterweight champion. A new welterweight champion.
BJ submitted Matt Hughes in the first round and won his first UFC belt. Now the world was paying attention to BJ Penn, who was quickly establishing himself as one of the world's greatest fighters. Penn would win his lightweight championship belt at UFC 80 against Joe Stevenson. BJ was able to get Stevenson to the ground early on. By round 2, Penn secured his win via rear naked choke.
That's that physical dexterity that he has with his legs. He's got the choke.
Here we go.
That's it. That's a wrap.
It is all over. BJ Penn is the UFC lightweight champion.
Qualifying him as another double belt champion. Conor McGregor had 2 belts because, of course he did. From day one, it was clear that McGregor was out to make a name for himself in the UFC. The notorious one, well, won the featherweight championship in an iconic bout. When Conor McGregor faced Jose Aldo at UFC 194, people were sure there would be more of a challenge. But McGregor dropped Aldo in under 13 seconds in the first round, stunning the world and securing Conor's first belt.
Here we go! Green trunks for the southpaw, the notorious Conor McGregor. Black trunks for the champion, Jose Aldo Jr.
Conor relaxed and smiling.
Oh! He slapped him!
Like that! Conor McGregor is the new UFC featherweight champion of the world!
Oh! Unbelievable!
But there was no way the Irishman was going to stop there. Moving on up to the lightweight division, McGregor would face Eddie Alvarez at UFC 205 for his second belt.
Alvarez getting loose, getting better here in this round, though.
Oh, man.
Until then.
Oh, he's done. He's done.
It is all over. History has been made.
The fight went into the second round where McGregor handedly put an end to it with devastating strikes. This officially made Conor McGregor a 2-strap chap. Amanda the Lioness Nunes completely dominates both of her divisions. It's hard to name a fighter she hasn't taken down. That being said, it's no shock that Nunes makes it onto our list of double belt champions. The Lioness first took on the Bantamweight Division Championship at UFC 200 against Miesha Tate. You classic Nunes fashion, Amanda took down Misha in the first round.
Huge first round for the Brazilian. She's got her back. She's got one hook in. She's got a choke. She's got the choke.
And it's all over! Amanda Nunes is the first female Brazilian UFC champion!
She would defend her championship 3 times before going after the featherweight championship. At UFC 232, Nunes would be facing Cris Cyborg, who at this point was unbeaten for 13 years. Nunes brought that winning streak to a swift end 51 seconds into the first round.
We're seeing that now it's real. Oh! She's Amanda Nunes! She's still got her down. She's nearly out on her feet.
We're still waiting on a fighter who has the ability to beat Nunes. Henry Cejudo may be in retirement, but we certainly hope he's remembered for the skills that secured him 2 championship belts. At UFC 227, Cejudo went against reigning flyweight champion Demetrius Johnson in a fight for the championship. At this point, Johnson had held on to his championship for over 6 years, and he wasn't letting go without a fight.
Get takedowns, you just haven't been able to hold it.
Oh, nice right hand there.
Good knee.
A nice knee to the body.
Oh, nice right hand by DJ. Woo! These boys are getting after it.
It was a close match, but Henry Cejudo squeaked out a win by split decision and established himself as the new flyweight champion. Cejudo would come after the bantamweight title at UFC 238 against Marlon Moraes.
Big elbows from Cejudo!
Oh man, I thought the referee was going to stop it.
Oh!
He is.
That's it! Get him a second back! Henry Cejudo is the UFC bantamweight champion!
With a TKO in the 3rd round and a Performance of the Night award, Cejudo became the bantamweight champion. Recently, Cejudo declared his retirement, but there's a lot of speculation that he could come back for more. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Did we miss any double belt champions? You think Cejudo is coming out of retirement? Let us know in the comments below. If you like this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button and check back every week for more UFC highlights. This is Ultimate MMA.